Hello. Hello, beautiful people. Now, the coronavirus pandemic has made it compulsory for some to work from home. And hey, holiday is around the corner. So, even you might have to stay at home. And do you know that having constant access to food and then being stressed, being exposed to stress more than usual could be a recipe for overindulgence and overeating. Now, I know you don't want to accumulate those extra calories, and that is why I'll be sharing with you in this episode how you could prevent overeating while at home. If you are seeing me for the very first time, thank you so much for stopping by. You're welcome to Health Issues with Deborah. And if you are familiar with my face, if you have pressed that subscribe button, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And if you have also been viewing me, you've been watching my content, and you are yet to press that subscribe button, I know you will do that today after watching this episode. You're welcome. Welcome back. The topic for today is how to prevent overeating while at home. So I'll be sharing with you 4 key ways to prevent overeating while at home. Number 1 is have an eating schedule. Yes, you've got to have an eating schedule. That is actually the fundamental to prevent overeating. So if you have not been a breakfast person, now is the time for you to start taking breakfast, because according to a 2020 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, found that the energy the body uses in digesting and metabolizing your breakfast is twice higher as that which it will use in breaking down and digesting your dinner. And so, in a nutshell, the researchers found out that the body spends more calories, more energy in breaking down breakfast compared to dinner. In fact, twice that which is required for dinner in breaking down your breakfast. So if you have not been a breakfast person, it's high time for you to start taking breakfast so that you can be burning those calories. Your body can be using it to body can be helping you to burn those extra calories. So having a substantial and a healthy breakfast is a great way to start your day. And then about 5 hours later, after your breakfast, you could stop by for your lunch and also prepare your dinner about 3 to 4 hours after your lunch. So for 3 to 4 hours after your lunch, you're meant to prepare your dinner, and then also allow at least 3 hours interval between your dinner and your bedtime. Yes, 3 to 4 hours between your dinner and your bedtime. So let's do a little bit of mathematics. If you happen to take your breakfast by 8 a.m., then you should stop by for your lunch anything from 1 p.m. and then any moment from 5 p.m., 6 p.m., you should be on your dining table. So any moment from 6 p.m., you should be on your dining table for your dinner, knowing fully well that around 9 p.m. you will be going to bed. So that is just a rough analysis. You can also sit down and design your own timetable, schedule your timetable to around what time should I take my breakfast, around what time should I be taking my lunch and my dinner, considering when you go to bed. If you go to bed by 9, then anything from 5, 6, you should have taken your dinner for proper digestion, and this will also help to improve your sleep, help you to have quality sleep. I don't know if you've had this piece of advice before. Eat your breakfast like a king, eat your lunch like a king, and then eat your dinner like a pauper. That's also hilarious, but that is the way it should be. You eat your breakfast, like a king. Your lunch, you've got the luxury of time. Eat your lunch like a prince, galvanting, and then take your dinner just something scanty like a pauper. It will help you to improve digestion of the food and also help your sleep too. Number 2 is avoid distracted eating. Yes, distracted eating could affect your taste processing and then increase your susceptibility to eat more than your schedule. So as much as you have your schedule in number 1, number 2, you should avoid distracted eating. So If possible, you could just press the pause button on your phone, on your television set and other devices that could distract you, and concentrate on your meal whenever you want to take your meal. Avoid distracted eating. You could be watching a movie and eating. Before you know, you go for the second plate, you go for the third plate, you go for the chicken, you go for the turkey because you are distracted. So avoid distracted eating. When you want to eat, concentrate, eat your meal, and when you are through with your meal, you will get back to your devices. Number 3 is find alternative ways to cope with stress. Yes, if you are the type that uses food to deal with your emotions when you are stressed, you eat and eat, you should find an alternative way, because this could lead to weight gain, it could drain your energy, it could disrupt your sleep. And when you find yourself craving splurge food, highly processed food, then you've got to look for alternative. When you find yourself binging, when I say splurge food, I refer to you finding yourself binging, this uncontrollable eating of food, drinking, just eat and eat, drink and drink, beyond what you had in mind. So if you find yourself taking it into sponge food, you need to look for other alternatives. Connect with friends. Yeah, most people are at home, they have got the time. Connect with friends, take a ride, take a walk. If you are the type that love to sing, if you like to dance if you like to dance like myself, dance, read, just do something that makes you happy. Do something that will take away your mind from food or from the mistakes you've made. So just try to engage yourself. You could engage in exercise. Exercise is also very good for the body. With that, your mind will be shifted from, I want to eat. Concentrate and focus on something else. And so when you engage in all these things, before you know, your mind will be taken away. When you engage in exercise, your mind will be taken away from food. And hey, if you are still watching me up to this point and you are here to press that subscribe button, please kindly do so now by simply pressing that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell. So let's go to number 4 now. Number 4 is prioritize whole foods. Yeah, you've got to prioritize your food. Everyone is at home, holiday here and there. When you go for food, there's this tendency to gravitate towards highly processed foods. You know how it goes. Chips are there, this is there, that is there. So this season we have now, there's the tendency for you to gravitate towards highly processed foods, comfort foods, convenient products. And these foods, apart from the fact that they will strip you of natural nutrients and fibers, it could also help you to at the end of the day you could accumulate extra calories. So when you concentrate on comfort foods, convenience foods, the nutrients you will have gotten from healthy foods, the fibers you will have gotten, you miss out of all those things, and then you see yourself accumulating weight. So it might end up accumulating calories, and this might affect your metabolism and your waistline. So when you go for your grocery stores, don't forget to go for healthy foods. For example, frozen of fresh vegetables. We have spinach, broccoli, kale. Go for frozen or fresh vegetables. Go for fresh fruits. If it's mango, orange, pineapples, fruits are everywhere. Go for fresh fruits. And then your proteins, don't forget to go for lean proteins, beans, lentils, chicken, poultry foods. They are very good. And then your whole grains, rice, quinoa, barley, millet. These are good examples of your whole grains. And don't forget your nuts and seeds, walnut, peanut, pecan nut, whichever nut you love so much. Go for nuts. Nuts are very good for the body. And your seeds too, sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, you could even use them to prepare your soup. So don't forget your nuts and seeds. Don't forget your proteins, lean proteins, your whole carbohydrate. When you want to take your carbohydrate to take smaller portion of whole carbohydrate. You understand what I'm saying? When you want to take your semo or you want to take your poundo yam, go for smaller portions. Don't say, I'm at home now, I've got all the time, so all the food I've missed, let me start eating them, and then you package a big bowl of poundo yam. So all right, so take smaller portions of your carbohydrates, and don't forget to go for your whole grains. At the same time, take plenty of water. Yes, it might be difficult to take plenty of water, especially if the weather is not hot. If you're in cold weather and you are not really sweating, but trust me, your body needs water. So whether the weather is hot or the weather is cold, try to take plenty of water. Thank you so much for coming around. These are my 4 ways you could prevent overeating while at home. So when you go for your grocery runs, watch out for these foods. Okay, do you know that you might just take 1 apple and a handful of nuts and be satisfied? But when it comes to chips, you could devour the entire bag, just keep on eating and eating. That is what highly processed food can do to you, and then eventually it affects your waistline and you accumulate so much calories. So let us go to the question of the day. In my last episode, my question was, when you buy your hand sanitizers, what should be that chief ingredient you should look after when you buy your hand sanitizer? And my answer is alcohol. Alcohol is the chief ingredient you should look after. And my question for today is, what should be the interval between your dinner and your bedtime? Yeah, between your dinner, that time, what should be that period when you take your dinner and then you go to bed? What should be the interval? Thank you so much for coming around. I really appreciate your presence. Don't forget to give me thumbs up for this video. Press the like button if you like this video, and also leave your comments with me. Let me hear from you. I want to know you one-on-one, so leave your comments with me in the comment section, and also share. Please, you could share with your friends, with your relatives, and our membership is also out. You could support this ministry in whichever way you want. So a membership is also out. You could just check that join button. They are just so juicy. All right, so thank you so much. And if you are yet to subscribe, please endeavor to press that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and please press the word all so that you could get all notifications anytime I upload these goodies. Thank you so much for coming around. Season greetings to you. See you later, and bye for now.